pleasure is mine to always have you on Venus Global Communications TV Weekly News Update. Today, we will be bringing you the most important stories for the week. Stay with me after this short break for the headlines. Welcome back. And now, the headlines. U.S. military seizes Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro in major overnight operation. Iran engulfed in intense nationwide protests. Dozens killed. Over 1,000 arrested. Canada deports hundreds of Nigerians as immigration crackdown expands. Security crisis deepens in northern Nigeria following deadly attacks in Niger and Borno State. Nationwide outrage as drivers and traders resist new tax structure and double VAT charges. Nigerian Air Force warns civilians to avoid unexploded bomb fragments after recent strikes. App-based ride-hailing drivers raise serious concerns over new government tax rules. See you after this short break for the news in full. Welcome back. Now, the news in full. A major geopolitical development this week as the US confirmed a large-scale operation resulting in the capture of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro and his wife. The international community is sharply divided, with several countries calling the move a violation of sovereignty. The US, however, insists the mission was necessary to prevent further regional destabilization. Iran remains on edge as protests spread across multiple cities, fueled by economic hardship, political frustration, and public anger. Over 35 people have been confirmed dead, with more than 1,200 arrested. Human rights groups accuse Iranian security forces of excessive force as unrest shows no sign of slowing. Canada has deported 366 Nigerians, with an additional 974 cases under review. Authorities cite documentation irregularities, visa violation, and asylum claim concerns. Nigerian officials say they are working with Canadian authorities to ensure due process is followed. Communities in Niger and Borno states continues to suffer as gunmen launched multiple attacks, resulting in casualties and displacements. Local leaders are calling for an urgent overhaul of Nigeria's security architecture as residents fear more attack. See you after this short break. Welcome back. Transport workers, market traders, and app drivers are reacting strongly to new tax provision that reportedly impose double VAT charges and higher levies on small businesses. Organized labor says the tax system is anti-people and will worsen the cost of living crisis. The Nigerian Air Force has warned civilians to avoid touching or approaching debris from recent air missions. According to officials, some fragments may contain unexploded ordnance and pose severe danger to residents in affected areas. Our correspondents in Lagos and Abuja will be giving us reports about the new tax laws and how it affects the masses.
Thank you, studio, for having me. I am live here in Ikeja, Lagos, Nigeria, where our base company have complaining that the new tax policy is pushing them to an edge. Their complaint is that the company have implemented this policy without informing them that this policy is forcing them to work 12 to 16 hours in a day. And after working in the whole day, paying up the commission and also spend a high amount of money on the fuel and with the other levies on the road, that they almost at the end of the day go home with nothing. Therefore, that they are calling on the app company and the government to intervene on this. Thank you.
Thank you, Success, for that wonderful information. Now let's go to Abuja.
To register for tax identification, maintain new tax digital records, and may lead to automatic deductions by ride-hailing platforms. Analysts warn that this could push many drivers off the road and disrupt mobility nationwide. The government says it is reviewing the framework, while lawmakers have summoned app companies and drivers for a public hearing. The debate continues as drivers demand relief and government insists on compliance. Osezo Francis Ogogo, reporting from Abuja. Back to the studio.
Thank you, Francis, for that wonderful information. And that brings us to a wrap on VNAT Global Communications TV Weekly News Wrap Up. I am Izia Chalapis Tochi. Stay informed, stay courageous, keep safe. Don't forget to always ask the hard questions. See you next week. Bye.